How much did the whole process cost you guys?
In Kenya shillings, we spend over 1.6.
Yeah.
1.6 million.
1.6 million Kenya shillings.
When he left for America, were you sure he's gonna come back?
I wasn't sure he's going to come back.
Really?
The chances were very low.
At that point, even going to school, changing to a student visa and all the, it was becoming a challenge to transition from a visitor to any other status.
They assume like if you win a green card, you'll get a house, you'll come here and get a job. That's not for real. You come here, things are so different.
From 2018, you consistently applied
Every
for
year, yes,
Every
we
year,
apply and
2018,
check. Apply. Like in our year 2023, we had 65,000 selectees.
Yeah.
In Kenya, they only did up to 33,000.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Elle and Nick, plus some very special guests that we have here today, and we will be talking about some important stuff today. Guys, from last year, you know, we started to provide you guys with information about how you can apply for your green card. Today, we have testimonials. These guys, they just joined us in the US. This is my brother and this is my sister, and we are here. Of course, that's my husband. We're here as family. You know, we are so happy they were able to join us, and we thought, why not bring them on here so they can share their journey, they can share their experience, they can tell you guys, you know, a few things about what you need to do when you're applying for your green card and how it feels and what the process is like and what you can expect. So we'll give them a chance to introduce themselves. We'll start right here with this beautiful girl.
Hi guys, I'm Hannah.
And
Yeah, I'm Vinny, or Vincent. I go by all those three.
yeah, and that's
I'm
Nick. Yes.
Yeah.
And so today we'll just start by, when did you guys know you wanted to come to the US, or did you even know, or how did that journey come about?
Where do you start?
From the beginning.
From
From the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, this has been a long journey. Where do I start?
Maybe you should start at the point where you knew about the green card.
Or-
Maybe at what point did you know that there's something called a green card?
Okay. For the green card, I knew it at around 2007, 2008.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when it came to my mind. There's a thing you can play called the green card. It offers the chance to come to America, and you can be able to, it was the simplest or the easiest way to get to America. You apply a lottery sort of a thing. You wait, you win, you go to America, everything is free, provided for you. They come for you from your village and take you to America. So that's when the idea came to my mind. But the American journey, for me, it has been over, let's say, a 20-year journey. That's when the American dream came true for me. This because, you remember, Becky and Sam, RIP. That's when they came to America, 2001 or 2002.
Yeah. That's our cousins, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were in high school. Sam was my buddy. Then they left us and came to America. So he was like, yeah, come over, we'll do ABCD. He used to send me letters. We do that pen pal thing. So for me, the American journey started while I was in high school, over 20 years ago.
Pen pal.
Pen pal. Like, wow.
Guys, do you remember pen pal days? That's a long time ago.
Yeah, that reminded me of like primary school. That's when they would say, oh, you can have pen pals in the US and you can write them and they'll write you back. You guys used to do that?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Sam used to have that. He wrote me letters. He showed me his friends. I was in high school with my friends. I used to receive the letters. They're like, okay, I am writing him back. Then you guys put your notes there and everything. He sent me my first $20
So I have a question.
I received in high school.
Oh my God, I have so many questions. I didn't know all this.
So during that time, the entire high school, you are having friends in the US.
Yes.
So how long did you keep in touch, and when did you maybe lose touch?
Well, it used to take a while because that time there was no emails or letters. So
my
it was just the physical letters. You give him your PO box. He sends you a letter. Takes a whole month or two to get here. You write another letter. You get a reply next term.
Yeah.
Or the third term. That's when you receive a reply. Or the next year. So that's how it started. And yeah. So for me in high school, everybody was like, "Yeah, you have friends in America. You'll go to America." And I was like, "Yeah, we have people in America. I'll definitely go to America." So that seed was planted then. So it started that journey for me that, yeah, this is a possibility. And in high school, everybody is, once I'm finishing high school, I'm going to do this, I'm going to America, I'll go in the army, I'll do this. Everything is a possibility while in high school.
Yeah.
So that's when it started for me.
So,
That's a long time, guys.
so I'm assuming you finished high school, then went to college or whatever, or got into the normal life, started hustling. Were you still trying to get to the US, or did you stop?
Yeah, once I got out of high school, then the dream was slowly not coming to fruition because so many things were happening, but it was still a possibility. So in 2007, I got the first invite to try.
Oh,
Wait.
you did?
Yeah,
Yeah,
We are
In
finding-
2007,
We are
Yes.
not
finding out.
2017.
No.
2007.
Wait, with who? I'm finding things out today.
Yeah,
Who invited you?
Sam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the same period is when Dad also got his invite.
Oh, yeah.
So mine I didn't pursue because we were just I was in college. I was starting my career, so I didn't pursue that. I didn't have a passport. So Dad pursued his, and then he was able to come.
Wow.
So when he came, okay, this is a long journey.
Yeah.
So
That's a long journey. So that's 2007.
2007.
How many years ago is that?
That's what, 15? Maybe, I don't even know.
2007? 18?
That's over 18 years ago. Wow,
18 years.
I'm old.
Wow.
I
Because
was
by then
already
you
done with high
are
school.
already done.
I was already done with campus. I was already working.
Wow. Oh my God. That's a long time.
Yeah, so when he came over, I was still, they're like, yeah, we'll invite you when there's an occasion, we'll invite you to come over. So maybe every other year from then, it has been something that you're trying. Oh, there's a graduation here, there's a burial here, there's somebody who's inviting you here. So from then, that idea is still very fresh, and I'm pursuing this, will do. When Dad came over, it was like, okay, now we are also getting closer to coming.
Yeah.
So when he was able to come through and apply for the family, I was over 21.
Yeah. Oh my God. That
So-
was something. So guys, when Dad came, my sister and I, we were under 21, and him and my brother were over 21. So we ended up coming, and they ended up remaining behind. Yeah.
Oh, so I remember that very vividly because there's a video actually we did about it, right?
Yeah.
Because I was there
Yeah.
when you guys were leaving.
Yeah.
And then we went back with them because they couldn't go at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really sad because we kind of got separated at that point,
Yeah.
and it's taken many, many years to be able to eventually
get here.
be back together. So, wow, what a journey.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So as I say, 2007, that's when I met my friend George. We met in 2006 when we were in college. He also had a very bold, and he had that conviction he's still coming to America. And he was like, okay, there's this green card thing, you can now start playing. We started playing then. But 2007.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you are playing, but you play, you don't remember it to check if you won. So I know almost all through I've been playing, but I was not so consistent in checking if you have won, or you don't know the dates and all. You're like, okay, it's being applied again. The information then was like, if you win, they'll send you a letter, or they'll inform you have won, or somebody will communicate to you that you have won. We didn't know that you have to check.
You have to check yourself.
If you have won and you have to follow up. So we're just playing. Hey, it's open again in October. Okay, yeah, let's go get a picture done. You apply, you forget.
So are
The
you
next time
saying
you're
there
like,
is a...
it's being played again. Okay, we didn't win. Let's go play again.
Wait, so there's a possibility maybe in all those years you won.
Yes.
Maybe.
But he never knew.
I have a very high conviction that I've won several times. Because I didn't check, or I didn't know that you're supposed to check after you play. Then they're like those that were, okay, you won, but because you didn't respond, somebody else took your chance, or the period expired.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's actually very interesting that there are so many people out there maybe who have been playing, but they don't know that they've won. Even me, I know I played at one point, but I can't remember like trying to check and see if I won. But I think maybe I checked after like a couple of years, like 10 years, because I still had the same email, and I checked and I saw maybe, I don't know, now at that point they just say it was, it got lost.
Yeah.
They trash
Once the calendar year is over, then you it cannot help you even if you see you won.
Yeah.
It's already done with.
Oh yeah, because they're already done with the interviews and everything,
Yeah.
so they're not coming back to get you. So I guess lesson number 1 today, guys, if you win the green card, you go back and check. Keep the confirmation number.
Yeah, if you play, not win. If you play,
Oh,
keep your confirmation.
right.
In May, mostly, ideally, it's the season it's open is from October, the first week of October to the first week of November. Dates change from either 4th to the 9th. Any of those days it can be open depending on the year and when the first Tuesday of the month strikes. Then to November.
Oh yeah, for like
It
for
has
like a month.
one month to play. That is October to November, the first week of October, the first week of November. Then after 6 months, in May, that's when you're supposed to check. Actually, also the first Tuesday of the month can be either 6th, 4th May, whichever, the first Tuesday of that month. That's when it's open for you to check, and you'll know if you won or you didn't win. It's automatic. Once it's open, you check, you'll know if you won. If you have not won, they'll tell you, sorry, you have not
Been
selected for this. If you have won, they give you a letter, which is called, it's called 1NL.
1NL,
Yeah.
Ah, 1NL.
Yeah.
So
The first notification letter.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting, huh? So we want to know from Hannah too, like when did you start applying, and was this your first time applying? Have you applied before? What's your journey like?
I think I started applying in 2015, but he was the one applying for me.
Oh.
I apply and I don't check, so
He was the one applying for me, but for me the American dream started in 2015. That was the first time he came to America. So I was like, if he had a chance to go to America, so we also have a chance for him getting us there. So yeah, that's
Oh, that's interesting. Now that you've mentioned that, now we want to know, how did you come to the US? Because now she's mentioned that in 2015, somehow,
yeah.
you were able to come here. So how were you able to come here?
Yeah. Yeah, so, this 20-year journey, it's a long journey.
Clearly.
There are so many hurdles, so many trials. So from 2007, I've tried several times to come to America. I've been to that embassy more than 5 times. Yeah, so you present yourself, they deny you. So I think 2010 was the first time I tried. I was denied. 2012, I went again. They denied me. The first one was under 24. So they said because of my age and didn't have any home ties. I didn't have a family. I didn't have. I was still very new in my job. I didn't have anything. So they're like, and my family was this side. So they're like, you're more connected in US than in Kenya, so you won't come back. So they denied me the first time. 2012, they denied me the second time. What was the reason for 2012? 2012 is when Uncle Nyoto died.
yeah.
Oh, wait, was it 2012? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so that I tried again.
Oh, yeah.
2013, I also tried for another reason. I don't remember 2014.
No.
Okay, 2014 I didn't. Then, okay, 2015, her sister was graduating from the army.
Yeah.
So she gave me an invite and we tried. And luckily that time I was able to get a visa to come to America.
Shout out to Bilha. Shout out. Yeah, wow.
So what I'd like to know is, how was the feeling when you got that visa or the ability to come to the US? And when you came here, did it make you feel like you had more need to find your way here, or how did you feel exactly?
Yeah, I was happy that I was actually actualizing my dreams. The American dream was really happening. And once you get that visa, the world opens up. Your mind opens up. So like, yeah, going to America, the whole family is here and all that. So we were given the same visa with my brother. So all of us were coming through.
That was special.
So we came over. Then you're here like, okay, now you're here. What's your plan? Are you staying or what's happening? At that point, I'd met this beautiful lady. We decided to have a family together. And we had a very young son, barely a year old. So I was like, okay, now here I am. My dream has come true. I've committed somebody else somewhere. They're waiting for me back home.
Now you now had ties home.
Yes, now I
Oh, now the ties that he didn't have in 2012, in 2015 he had them.
Yeah.
So
And I think maybe that's part of the reason why you were able to come.
yeah.
I believe that was a reason, because I could present. I had some tenure in my workplace.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
some properties
Ties.
investment at home. I had family ties. I had a whole booklet of evidence that
You have your ties
I
at
have it all together. Even though the interview was a few minutes, you don't present all your documents, but I had my did you have a card then? I had my logbook, my title deed, my family pictures and everything, my job and all the what do you call it? They're giving me a leave for 2 months.
Oh yeah.
So I had everything to show that okay, I'm going and coming back.
Yeah.
So so now you're here, you're like, okay, now you're here, you can stay if you want or you can go back. But everybody was like, now you're here, you can stay. The whole family is here.
Yeah.
But I was on the other side, okay, now here I have committed somebody somewhere and we have a baby. So do I start the 5-year journey? And before then, when you came over, Dad applied for us.
Yeah.
Because there's
he
an
did.
option that F2 or F3 where you apply for your children who are over 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he had applied for us, which the process is long, but we were almost,
Almost there.
yeah, we are halfway the time that you need to wait. So I stayed here for a good while, trying to view and see if I'm going to stay or go back. What are my options here? What can I be able to do? Do I start over or do I go back home? At the end of the day, going home made more sense than staying.
Wow, those ties were real ties.
So you went back,
I went
Yeah.
back to
No, when
Kenya.
he decided to
which
go
is the
back,
which was the right decision, because I know those visiting visa, they have like a time limit. When that time elapses,
Yeah,
you are told
has-
now it's your time to actually no one tells you.
yeah, it has.
You know
6
you're
months.
supposed to
Yeah,
go
yes.
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
And when you book a ticket,
You have to have a,
have to have a
return
return.
ticket. Your I-94 reads 6 months, your day of admission to when you're supposed to leave. So I spent that time deliberating and thinking, how do I stay or do I go back? What are my options here? I can go to school, I can do this. Now the challenge was, how do I get her and the baby to come over?
Yeah, I have a question for you. When he left for America, like, how are you feeling? Like, were you sure he's gonna come back, or was it like, I guess we're gonna see what happens?
I wasn't sure he's going to come back.
Really?
The chances were very low that he's gonna come back for us. Because just one baby, everybody can move on. Like with one baby, she can move on with her life and he can move on with his life. So the chances were 80-20 for him to come back. I was surprised when he said, I'm coming back.
You were surprised?
Yeah, he didn't extend even staying here. Like before the 6 months, he came back.
I was so surprised too.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, wait a minute, who is this girl? Because I mean, I think I had met you. I had met you, but like not like after you guys got together. I knew about you, and of course I knew about the baby, but I thought, of course, everybody's looking for a chance to come to America.
the American
Of course,
dream.
when you get here, like you get to work and you start working from here. So when he said he's gonna go back, I was like, gosh, he must really love her. Yeah.
Don't make me
Yeah.
cry.
Yeah, once you start enjoying the American dream, the lifestyle here, you're like, I'm not going back there. So
Wow, yeah,
he
but-
came back for me, and
That was
So
something.
so he came back,
Yeah.
and then did you continue applying, or what was the game plan now?
Yeah, now that's when now it became, I have to find a way for all of us to go to America. Because I've tasted the life, I've seen the life there, I've seen the possibilities, and now I can't do it alone. I need to have my people with me. So how do I get them there? The application that had done for us was for a single.
That's for you?
Yeah, if you are single, that's when you benefit from that application.
Oh, yeah.
If you are married, then it takes you to another category.
Yeah.
It moves you from F2B to F3.
yeah,
So now here I am, the F2B. I'm waiting. Only remaining 2 years. Then the F3 has another 4 or 5 years to wait.
On top of that, oh my.
So like, do we officiate our marriage, or do we stay single? Then if I still get to, when my time comes, when it's my time for the interview for the F2B, I'll still come alone.
Oh yeah, so you would still have to leave them.
Yeah.
Wow.
So so it happens that when I went to Kenya, I was like, okay, there's this green card thing that we need to be serious on it. I've been applying. Now I sat down and started now listening to information, following people who are discussing a green card, putting reminders and copying the, you play in a cyber, get that notification receipt printed on, you go put it somewhere, you forget about it, you don't even get to have it when the time comes for you to go check. So at that point I was like, okay, I'll print it, scan it, put it in my email, I know I have it somewhere.
Yeah.
So
You're
in
like, I'm
2015,
serious about
in
this.
2015, that's when now it became serious that now DV is an option.
yeah.
If you are to have to do it as a family, DV becomes now an option.
Yeah.
So now we would play, that time we used to play, she would play a single, I would play a single, because we had not done the official wedding. We had the traditional thing. Then 2017 we did our official, we did our marriage. Then actually we did the marriage after. Now I was called that have won, I was called to go present myself for the F2B. It matured.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was in 2017?
Yes. Welcome back. Yeah, so in 2017, yeah, that's when we did that.
Yeah, the one that applied for you.
Yeah, it matured.
So
So they give you a notice that you are now eligible to send your documents, and you'll be in the panel. If you send your document, you'll get an interview. So now part of the documents that were needed was the marriage certificate, paperwork, birth certificate for the kids and all that. Then we had another kid.
yeah, we had another kid.
Yeah, so me gathering all the documents, we got married officially and presented our paperwork. So that 2017 was to wait on that. I think 2017 we didn't play green card because now this was like,
Oh,
Yeah.
you
yeah,
guys have
we
that
have a plan.
going on.
Actually 2018 is when we didn't play because it was like we have a process
Okay.
that is coming through.
Yeah.
So I do that and we are waiting for
Which process was this? I think I missed
F2B.
it.
So when that came,
F2B.
when he became a permanent resident, you can apply for your kids who are over 21, but it takes longer, way longer.
How long was that?
So
How long does it take?
I think he
He
applied
applied
in
in
2011.
2011.
Yeah,
yes.
and this was
26
2017.
September 2011.
You have the. Oh my God!
And in 2017, June, July, that's when we received the
So that's 5 years.
yeah, 5 years. Yeah.
Because
6 years. Yeah, 6 years.
2011 to 2017. Oh, 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. Like now you have you are within the cut of points for you to present your documents. How fast you present your documents, now they start scheduling for interviews. So by November we had all the documents that we needed. We sent all the documents in 2018. May, July, that's when they gave us a response. Yeah, that way.
And what was the response? It looks like you are ready.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. When it starts with unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
what did it say?
he wasn't single anymore. He was married.
With kids.
Yeah, with kids. Now,
Kids don't really matter. You can be
Yeah.
single with kids, but now if you're married, your status have changed. And I was moved from F2B to F3.
And that's a separate category.
That's a separate category, and fortunately for us, also Dad had become a citizen. So if for a permanent resident, you can't apply for your married children. But if it's a citizen, you can apply for your married children. So now he had changed from a permanent resident to a citizen.
Yeah.
Then I had already changed my status from single to married. So I was, instead of them cancelling my whole application, I was moved from one category to the next. Now F3, the waiting time was 11 years.
At 11 years.
Yeah.
So you start again afresh. They
No,
don't. They don't consider the time that you took between
No, no,
2011 and 2017.
Now from your application point, they consider that, so this 11 years was from, it will mature in 2019 or 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
That when it was maturing.
Oh, I thought it was 11 years from now.
No,
Like
the 6 years counted, so it was a
okay.
continuation from that,
That makes
point.
sense.
yeah.
Wow.
So that would take you to 2022.
Yeah.
Guys, the struggle to come to America is real. Where?
So now we are back to square one. Okay, I had a chance to be in America. It wouldn't, even if I was to do my own application, it wouldn't take this long. So what do we do?
Wow.
So what did you do?
What did you guys do? Yeah. What did you feel like when you saw the unfortunately?
Actually, at that time, I was like, it's no longer a dream. Like, this is it. This is,
Like-
we're no longer going to America. Now Kenya is our place.
So then you had 2 kids.
Yeah, we had 2 kids. But
Even for me, that was the reality. You were like, okay, now this is not happening. I cannot be in that limbo mode. Like, I'm going, we're not going. We can't settle here. You can't invest and do anything because you're on the move.
You're waiting to go.
Yeah.
So do you want to say that during all this period, you are not investing or saving anything? Didn't it interfere with the way you had planned maybe your future in terms of how to invest and what to invest in?
Yeah, in a way, yes, because you're like, okay, I'm not permanently here.
yeah.
So you cannot make long-term investment and focus on a long-term thing, because you are, this thing, I will start this, and the next 2-3 years, then I'll have to go and start all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, it has been, we are living for the moment, waiting to go
Waiting
to America
go.
and
We
start our
always
life
said,
there.
like, we are going, like, yeah.
So that has actually been a 17-year journey. By the time you guys are, if you count from the time you started to 2022, how long would that be?
Like when they started to apply.
Like when he started with, is it pen pal?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
So that's
what?
from
2002, 2003 there.
2002. Let's take 2002
Yeah, that's
to 2022.
Yeah.
That's 20 clean years of you trying, knowing that at the end there'll be light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2018 we sat. It was just a year of now planning. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
what's the
28.
next what's the next best option. Now my visa had already expired by then.
Yeah.
Before then I used to have one 1 year, yes, multiple entry, but 1 year.
Yeah.
So it was already, the year from 2015 had expired.
So the visa, the 5-year visa,
It was
now expired.
Before Obama and was it Uhuru, who did they discuss and give Kenya 5-year visa?
Yeah, when Obama
Just
came to
everyone.
Kenya, they changed the visiting visa period from 1 year to 5 years. So you can have multiple entries within 5 years of getting the visa.
Yeah.
So when you came in 2015, it was 1 year.
1 year.
And the 1 year had already lapsed.
Yeah.
And so you had no visa and you had received it unfortunately. So
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, now let's do away with this dream. We cannot wait for 6 more years. And it's not happening. You know, you have spent sending the documents, doing all this paperwork. It's also a costly venture.
it is.
Yeah, so we're like, okay, let's sit and discuss. Then an idea came and was like, why don't you try again? And if you get the visa, it will be an open visa for 5 years. You can go and come back, and you can try and see how to simulate and make this journey simpler. And DV now became a to-go point. As we are waiting for the 6 years,
You
let's
can try the
do
DV lottery.
That's when we became serious about DV.
Yeah.
From 2018, we'd religiously go and get pictures done, do the application, save the confirmation check when it's supposed to be checked. You get you have not been selected.
Yeah.
Say October is coming through. So in 2019, beginning of 2019, I decided to come back, to go to the embassy and try my luck again. And fortunately, I was given the visa again for 5 years.
You're lucky.
For what?
5
What
years.
exactly did you apply?
For visit, it was a
visiting
visit visa.
Oh, so you are visiting your family here.
Yeah, now he had a lot of ties. Because
Yeah.
you guys had
We had 2 babies then. So.
So I have a question for Hannah. So during this period, because you see, this is his dream. For his journey is 20 years. You just started. You joined him in this journey in 2015. So for you, did you feel like we are wasting time because you're like, it's been a very long journey. I'm having kids. Nothing is working. Every time you apply, it changes your whole dynamic in the way you guys were doing. Did it not disturb you or something?
No, back in 2019 when it was like, no, I think I should try going back, it was okay with me because I was like, if he goes back, it's a period of 2 years. 2 years is not long when somebody says, I'll go back. Within a period of 2 years, I'll be able to bring you and the kids to the US. So I was like, yeah, let's try this. Why not?
So all this time, you never lost hope.
No, he came back when I had only 1 kid, so why not try that?
like if he came back when I had only 1 kid.
Yeah, well,
And now I have to.
I have to, he'll still come back.
Actually,
I
by
had all the
2019, we had we sat down and discussed and studied the whole process. Now, what are our options? If we are doing this, what are we going to do? If I go and decide now to do my own process,
Yeah, he was
I'll get
coming
approved.
to seek for asylum and be able to bring us here. So I was like, yeah, let's try it. Why not?
Goodness.
Wow, you're so supportive.
That's called resilience.
And
Like you see one door shut, but you still believe there's a window somewhere that will open
yeah.
and will go through.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you got your visa. Now it's 2019.
Yeah, 2019.
So did you proceed to come to the US?
Yes, I came to the US. Now started doing my groundwork here. There are options. You know, when you're doing it as a theory, it's different. What you think is happening on the ground is different when you get to the ground.
Yeah, but don't forget, we still applied for the green card.
The green card, even while I was still here,
I was
I still
applying for the
applying.
green card.
Yeah.
So is there a time now from 2018 you consistently applied
Every
for?
year,
Yeah,
yes,
every-
you
yeah,
apply and
2018,
check, apply and check. Go
19,
get professional pictures, apply.
21.
Yes.
22.
Yes.
22, even 23 when we still had our visa, we applied.
Yeah, we applied.
What?
Yep.
Yes.
So you guys became I think they became addicts of applying.
No,
Yeah.
no, it tells you you have been selected.
Yeah.
It's not you have won.
Oh,
Things happen.
visa.
Things happen when where all the selectees are not given the visa, or the cutoff happens midway. Like in our year 2023, we had 65,000 selectees.
Yeah.
In Kenya, they only did up to 33,000. So anybody from 33 all the way to 65 didn't get a chance to go to the embassy to do an interview. So having that in mind, it's yes, you have your green card, you have been selected, but you don't have the visa at hand.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
Hey,
so
okay.
until we are here, that's when we decided, we agreed. Okay, now we can
We
say we are.
don't, oh, no, you're not. Are you going to apply this year?
No.
Okay. Just-
No, unless it's helping somebody else apply. For us, it has worked and it has come through for us. So
Okay. Okay, so in 2019 you came.
yes, 2019 I came, and now at that point things had changed with how the process we are looking at, with the asylum application and all those things, and getting approved, things had changed. So the option that was there didn't make sense for me to sit, because it would take another 4 or 5 years. The one that I had already at hand was going to be 2-3 years
Oh, so it seemed like it would take shorter than you
Yes.
doing it on your own.
on our own.
Okay.
Yes, because now the government's changed.
And the rules changed.
Yeah, make America great again happened.
Yeah.
And now all the immigration and all those processes were prolonged or stopped.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
so it was very difficult to start application and getting new asylum and all those things. Then so many issues so many hurdles to go through. So I was like, okay, now I've been here for almost a year, nothing is happening. So it would be safer for me not to tamper with my status, and I get a 3 years, 5 year or 10-year ban.
Yeah.
Let me just go home, wait it out there.
Yeah, he came back again.
Oh my God. He went back home again. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
The second time I decided, okay, it's safer home than here, where my people are.
So that's 2020.
Yeah, beginning 2020,
Yeah, wait, I think you went in November
2019. Yeah.
That's when you went
Okay,
back.
beginning of beginning of 2019, like until the end of 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
And then?
Yeah. he came
So
back.
how did you feel when he
Oh
came
my!
back?
Before he came back, I was like, I don't come back. Just stay there.
You were telling him to stay
Yeah,
here?
because you feel like the opportunities there, they are greater than when he comes back to Kenya. So you're like, stay there. But he was so determined, like, I have to come back. I have to come back.
She was getting the dollars.
Oh, M-Pesa, ka-ching. You're like, stay there.
No, I was like, when he comes back, it's like starting afresh. No work for him,
No money for you.
no money for me. There is school fees for the kids. Now I'm like, no, just stay there. You will find a way to get us there. So, but he decided like, no, I have to be there with you guys. I was so surprised. Like he's coming.
You were surprised the second time?
This one was like, oh man, because I was like, don't come back. So, and he was like, I'm coming back. So I was like, oh, he's serious. He's coming back.
So do you want to say it's either you are too patient, or there was something else motivating you? What was it? Because for you to be okay for him to go away for maybe 8 months or 6 months, and when he says I want to come back, you say just keep on. I understand the life in Kenya sometimes can be very hard, and when you don't have a financial option, and you have a way, he has a way of making money here and sending you back home. So what exactly motivated you? Like maybe something he doesn't know.
For us, we used to communicate every day, in the morning and in the evening. He used to call me every time. So, and for him to come back, it was like, we don't have another option. You just have to stay there, because if you come here, maybe before he gets another job, it will take a while. So how will we pay the bills? But when he's here, at least he's working, so we'll be able to pay the bills and get the school fees. The school fees was the major thing for us, because it was a private school. So, for me, I was comfortable with the kids being at a private school than going to a public school. So, if he came back, it wasn't to be a problem getting them to a public school. So I was like,
So your main motivation was how your kids will prosper in terms of the schools they go to,
exactly,
and the kind of education they get. So that was the motivation that made you tell him to keep on staying here.
Yeah. And
So why did you, now that you knew that the kids, you wouldn't most probably have fees for the kids, why did you decide to go back?
Okay, now for me, even when I was here, I was still looking at my options and seeing what I have back home and my possibilities of it happening here. So without the paperwork, practicing what I know here was an issue, because you can't work without a work permit, you can't go to school. At that point, even going to school, changing to a student visa and all that, it was becoming a challenge to transition from a visitor to any other status.
Right.
Yeah, so to me it was like, even if I'm able to get jobs here and there, I'm not practicing what I want, and it's also I'm not progressing. But back at home, I had my own collection farm, I had my own issues going on. I know I can be able to pop into to the industry and set myself up. So checking on all those angles, I was like, okay, in the long term, me staying here, it would be a disservice to me.
And also to your family.
Yes. Okay, for the family, here, dollar, the way it exchange at home. Here, a dollar is a dollar. It doesn't matter how you get it. But your progression and how you grow and the vision you have for yourself, if you are not in the right setup, it becomes very hard to transition.
Yes, you're right.
So that became an issue to me, and also the way to change my status became a long story. I was like, okay, now it's easier to go home, wait these 2 years. Then if you are coming with the right status, I'll be able to land and bounce back and run.
yeah.
So she was like, oh, how will the kids go to school? How will you be able to pay the fees and all that? I was like, okay, now I've seen online things happening. I had my freelance work going on. I was also, when I was here, I was able to get some few jobs here and there on my free time to do freelance. So like, this is what I'll be doing when I'm back home, because I have an account that is working. I can be able to work online. I have a computer, I have internet at home. I will be able to do this. And sure to her word, she never transferred the kids from the school.
Are you scared you're gonna find the kids in public school?
I know.
Yeah.
But we made it through, and now I can see the kids, they were able to transition very well to this system.
Yeah.
It has been a good selling for them.
Wow.
So so that's that 2020 we applied again.
But in the 20 when he came back, now we were like, we have to settle here in Kenya.
Yeah, now that was becoming the reality.
Yeah, that was becoming the reality.
And we started working towards settling there, investing there.
Like now you're like, we're not even trying anymore.
We are trying. That's now a secondary thing. It's not the main focus. It's not the main dream. If it happens, it happens. That now we are here.
Yeah.
Wow.
We cannot be at that position every day at 10 years, 20 years, waiting that what is happening.
So who amongst you decided that that's now what you guys want to pursue? Because there has to be someone who's pushing for the other to see that
my
this
dream
is where we should be.
was still to come here. Hers was like, if you're coming back, no more American dream. You're staying here.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you have, I think, like the circumstances, you're like, this thing, it just keeps us waiting and in limbo, and
So that was in 2019, 2020. Corona happened, so everybody was
Yeah, 2020, 2021.
indoors.
There's nothing.
The 2 years we are
Nothing
waiting
doing.
for a program to come through, it stopped.
Yeah, everything's
Oh, there was that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was also another motivator. That we are just going to wait for 2 years, then
my God.
this will come through.
So that COVID happening and the restriction that happened, it means maybe the program now that it stopped, meaning if it came back, it means
had a
things will be
lot of
pushed.
backlogs.
Yeah, a lot of
Yes.
backlog.
Either 2 years or 3 years, depending.
For 2020, 2021, it never moved even a month.
What?
Yes,
For 2 years?
for 2 years. And the backlog is still piling up.
Hey.
So now,
Gosh.
even applying for green card, because right now you'll be applying for us. For
Yeah,
me, I
we
don't want to
used
get
to
that
do
story.
that.
Now
So
she
that's
was
20.
off.
That's 2021, right?
Yeah, 2020, 2020. Yeah, from 2020.
2020, you guys applied?
Yeah. We
Okay.
used to apply every year.
Okay. And then 2021.
Yeah, 2021 we also applied. We had another baby, so
Okay.
so a green card was that. We're just doing it for the
For the
sake
for
of doing
for
it
fun.
for
Be-
fun.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you guys had another baby. So that means whatever program you're waiting for, you have to include new documents.
New
Yeah,
documents,
yeah.
And
new
that now
paperwork.
changes the whole loop, how it will go, right? Then again, we have the delay from COVID.
babies, those babies and kids, they don't really affect so much because just present their paperwork. If your your marital status is the one that changes you from one program to the other.
Oh,
Because if
okay.
you're single and get divorced, you can go back to F2B. If you're married, now you move from F2B to F3. If whoever is applying is not a citizen, then you are cancelled from the program. Yeah. So
So many things.
so in 2021, you won.
Was it 2021?
Yes, it's 2020. You apply in 2021 for
For
the baby takes-
2023.
Yeah,
It was
it-
2022, 2023 debate.
no, it's 2021. It's named. It was
DV
named DV
2023.
2023.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Takes 2 years.
It takes 2 years.
So tell us.
Yeah, now I wanna hear this. Now, finally, guys, we have reached the story that you clicked
And
for.
she was like, "Now that's your progress. If you win, that's you. You do everything."
Actually, we say like we used to apply back at home in his office, but now we're like, we should go to this famous cyber to apply for the green card, and he agreed. So we went there, applied. So we were just doing it for the. But once we were to confirm we won, or actually we won. I think it was at night when he confirmed the.
So no, wait, you guys, wait. This is the whole story. This is why we are here.
We've taken 20 years. We've come all this way to 20 years. Now 20 years is over. Now you want to take us within 2 minutes. The story is gone.
Okay, so we understand that you both of you applied in 2021, right?
Yeah, we applied he applied and I applied.
Yeah, you apply as married. You have every case has a principal and a derivative. So you apply your kids and your wife. She applies your kids and your husband or your spouse and all that.
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay. So you both applied.
we had 2 applications. Yeah. Mine, I opened mine first because I was the one who checked. I was like, so you have not been selected. And the time zone, Kentucky, when they release, it was 7:30 or almost 8
In the morning?
at night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we check. She was busy in the kitchen.
Yeah.
The babies were there eating. So I checked mine. It was not. I was not selected. Took a few minutes. Checked her. She was selected.
And no. What happened? What happened?
Wait, yeah, that is what we want to know. So when you saw that she has been selected, what was your initial feeling or what?
The first thing I did was it was a letter now. Well, if you are not selected, it's just a statement, a paragraph. You have not been selected. But when you're selected, it's a letter.
Oh.
Then now the first notification letter. So I read through, you have been selected, and congratulations, you've been selected, your names and your case number and all those document details. Like, did I get the right confirmation? I closed it, went back, input the details again. The letter was still there. I was like, wow.
So she's still cooking.
She's still there in the
Okay.
kitchen. I could look back and she's there busy. And I was like, how do I break this to her?
Oh my God, I can't do it.
So were you just calm as you were seeing
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, he was
That was,
he was really calm. I couldn't tell anything, so I was cooking
You
there.
mean you did not scream and shout?
No.
I was in disbelief. I was like, really?
This is a 20-year journey.
Is this happening?
seriously? What?
Like,
Yeah.
ooh.
And she was like, if you is to win, you are the one who can win. I can't win.
Oh, that's what she was saying. That's what you think, but God has.
Then I closed the thing for the second time, shut down the whole laptop, rebooted it again,
You
waited,
even rebooted the computer.
entered the details. But now the kids were done with the. It took me almost 20 minutes for myself to come to that position that, wow, this thing is real.
Wow.
So she was also done with her kitchen work.
No, he came to me while I was cooking and said, I have some news for you. Should I let you finish cooking or will you wait? I wait till you finish. So like since I was cooking chapati, I told him, it can wait. So
Wow, you didn't even know what.
I didn't know the news.
patient
so-
human.
Because I know her,
patient.
I knew her reaction.
I couldn't
If I
finish
tell
the
her,
cooking
she will
fast.
finish the process. So I was like, okay, there's something I need. And also now it was burning.
Yeah, you were like, finally it was hitting
I
home.
need to tell you something.
So
This guy is like, I need to tell you something.
Do I wait for you to finish this, or do you want to know now?
And you couldn't even guess that you've won.
no,
She didn't used to follow those dates. You know, for me, I used to know the
he used
dates.
to follow.
And I followed several people. I knew, okay, now things are happening. It's at this point. Even at that point, the same hour it was opened.
Oh,
That's
that's,
the
when you
same-
were checking.
Yeah,
That's
so
when I
that's in May
In
of
May-
2022,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
May-
because you
May
guys had
8th.
applied.
May 8th, it was at 9:30. I told her at 8. So I took a whole 30 minutes to process the whole thing.
Oh my God.
So when she was done, I told her, let's go up.
Let's go sit. No, let's go sit down, read.
Oh yeah.
See what I was like. Oh my God.
Did you believe it?
I didn't believe it. I was like, what? The first statement, you have been selected. You're like,
I have been selected.
I've been selected. Oh, I was. So, yeah, we walked out. We were so calm. Nobody else knew. We left the kids with the grandpa. We also had our niece there. So, we went for a walk.
At night.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys can be killed and you just won the
I
visa.
know you have been
Like a green
selected.
card, sorry.
Yeah, it was an estate. So, you're like, oh my God.
So what were you doing? You were just walking. What are you talking about?
It's like you want to go out there and scream
Yeah, because now you are trying to contain.
to contain that joy. Like, oh my God, we have been selected. What does this mean for us? Yeah,
So she
so
was like, okay, now I can't react here. Am I reading the right thing? Are you sure this is the right thing? So she was like, okay, then let's go. Let's get out of the house. Get out of the house.
Wow.
So we took a stroll. We walked. Are you sure?
yeah, so we're like, oh.
So
Wow. It seems like you guys had like a few moments of disbelief that this is actually happening to you.
yeah, that's a big thing.
'Cause when
Getting
you
that
try
letter.
and try, you lose hope.
Yeah, and every time you see the you have not been selected, you have not.
Yeah,
been
and everybody
selected.
you know says, I see Kushinda, I didn't
Yeah.
win. Nobody wins this thing.
And the chances of everybody who is applying
Like you being selected.
and me being selected, I'm like, oh, what?
That's crazy. That's crazy. But there's so many people apply for the green card all around the world. Like what? How many millions?
And
Our
people
year
make
was 20
jokes, like,
million, 20,
in-
21 M.
I can imagine like when you see the names, like you see everybody has applied from Kenya for the green card. who is going to be left back in Kenya if everybody has applied? So you're like, anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So now my mind always goes, what next? What next?
Yeah. So exactly
So-
when you're selected, you're like, what's next for us? What
Yeah.
are we going to do? What?
So now that was the thing. I'm like, okay, we can't just sit on this. We need to act fast.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's another thing. That's a taker. If you are taking points, that's a nugget.
Mm-hmm.
Apply. If you get selected, apply for the DS260 immediately.
Immediately. Yeah.
Oh.
Immediately.
Is the DS260 what gives you your number, or
Okay,
or does the visa come with
Not the visa. The 1NL, that notification that you have been selected, it comes with your number.
Yeah, the case
Mostly
number.
it starts with the year you're applying. Ours was 2023. If it's Africa,
Africa.
it has DV has 5 regions:
Mm-hmm.
Africa, Asia, Europe, North America, and Oceania.
Mm-hmm.
So it has the year that you are selected, the region, and now the number.
Mm-hmm.
So your number, you may have a small number or a very big number. You can go up to 60,000 or 20,000 depending on the number of selected that year.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless of the number, once you
Yeah.
get selected, fill in your DS260 immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Guys, take notes. Fill in your DS260 immediately.
So even when you're applying, don't say like, I'm just applying. I would advise people like when you're applying, have your passport with you. Apply for that passport. If you have a dream like one day I'll go to America, go get the passport. You
never know.
You
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Because for us, now you see we had a new baby.
Yeah, we didn't have the
She-
passport.
She didn't have
so-
a passport. So now what happened was for the 4 of us, we filled in the DS260
Mm-hmm.
within the first 3 days.
Yeah.
I had already done that.
Wow. Like quick.
Now the issue was these days one person still pending.
Yeah.
We have to get her passport.
Mm-hmm.
Now that took us 2 weeks to get her passport.
Yeah.
Actually 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah, to get her passport.
3 weeks to get the passport. So
Yeah. So
and sometimes it takes longer, like
yes,
2 months,
It
Yeah.
takes longer. We had
even
to,
more than 2 months. So yeah.
Better be quick.
we had to expedite the process to get her passport through. So the first week of June, we had done all our application.
Oh.
So my belief is they took the the date of our 4 application
Mm-hmm.
to select us,
Oh.
to put us in there's a queue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's called a Navy queue.
Mm-hmm.
So once you apply, you send your DS260, they put you in a queue.
Mm-hmm.
So and the queue is now there's also the visa bulletin.
Mm-hmm.
Now the visa bulletin is what they used to open up slots for interviews.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah,
So-
I know the monthly ones. They are gonna
Yes.
get a monthly visa bulletin, and it says
Yeah.
from this month we're gonna go from this number to
this.
this number.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're within the cutoff
Mm-hmm.
and you're already within the AVQ,
Mm-hmm.
you get an interview.
So the AVQ you get if you've already filled out your DS260.
Once you
Okay.
fill the DS260,
Mm-hmm.
you enter in that queue. It's a first in, first out.
Oh.
Yeah, so whoever gets in the queue first,
Yeah.
if
they get it.
you're number 20,000 and you get there first and he's number 3 and he gets behind you, you'll get an interview before him.
Before him. Yeah.
If the visa bulletin, you are both within that range.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So take notes, guys.
So it means when you win it, if you apply, if you are able to do everything within the first 2 days, most likely you are in front of the queue.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get in front of the queue, you'll just wait for the visa bulletin to get you to the cutoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess what you're saying is when you do your DS60 quickly,
260,
DS260 quickly, you get in front of the queue during your month. So when the visa bulletin says within this month your number falls in there, you're likely going to have an earlier interview as compared to someone who did their DS later.
You're first in line. If you're not selected, if the visa bulletin has not yet come to your cutoff, those behind you will get, who have their numbers in order and they're within the cutoff, they'll get their interviews.
Right.
But once your number hits, you'll be first in line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get
Because there are some people even with less than 1,000, there were less than 1,000, and they applied later. They didn't get to get an interview
yeah.
because they were far way behind in the line.
So your number can be within the numbers of the visa bulletin, but because you didn't do your DS 260 early enough, then you're cut off.
Yeah, you don't get the 2.5.
How painful,
Yeah, because
guys!
every
Because you're like, my number is in front there, so I'm like,
small number.
I can wait, so you have to do things.
Yeah, and the embassies, they have few slots every month. They can say we are taking 50 interviews this month, 100 interviews this month. So if you are not within the first 100, then you are cut off.
Yeah.
Then they open up another 5,000. Then they take those who are in front, those who are then
Those who
again
did
you
their
didn't get to the line.
DS260
Yeah.
first.
Oh, wow,
They
guys.
get their second letter.
So you so you can actually win, but not get or you can be selected but not win. How does that?
Yes.
You can be selected but not make it for an interview.
Yes.
And if you don't make it for an interview, you're not gonna get the visa.
Yes.
Oh,
Exactly.
that's so sad.
I know, right? That's crazy.
Yep.
Stay tuned for how to apply. yeah.
Kentucky Consular Service. That's where they deal with the DV. So once you fill in the DS 260, it's like now accepting you're part of the
Yeah.
the green card process.
Oh.
You can be selected, but if you don't send in your DS 260, you'll just remain as a selectee.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Once you see,
So you have
fill
to
in the
show
DS
interest.
260, that's now you become a participant within the program.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So and that's your everything.
Yeah, DS 260, you get your medical interview and your embassy interview.
So guys, we'll do another video that will show you how to fill in the DS 260,
Yeah.
and it will be courtesy of them because they've done it.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
So you guys got your interview, right?
We are very far away from the interview.
Oh, very far. Okay. I don't want to rush the process.
Okay, now step one. This is a very long process. A process that needs a lot of patience,
Dedication.
and you have to be in touch with the dates of that process.
Yeah.
The process starts. I'll now summarize the whole DV process. It starts the first week of October. Depends with the year and the first week of October application starts. The first week of November application stop. 6 months after it stops from November, in May the following year, the process now you can be able to check or confirm if you won or you are selected. So from application to knowing if you won or you didn't win, it's a 6 months process, 6 months period. In May, you know you have won. You have one NL has been sent to your after confirmation. You have that one first notification letter. If it says you have been selected, now you send in your DS 260. Once you send in the DS 260, you have again to wait for another 6 months.
Yeah.
For another 6 months.
Yes,
for the-
because now the calendar year starts in October, 1st October, now to 31st September.
For the interview.
Yes. So for your year, if it says for now they are doing DV 2025. Those are the ones that are expecting from this October, 1st October, their interview starts. They applied in 2022.
Right, yeah, so it's 2 years.
Yes, the whole process takes 2 years. Yeah, so our year is ending in a few days
Yeah.
to this month. Unfortunately, today there are no more interviews for those who won for DV 2023.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, the interviews ended on 6th of September. They ran out of
That's how
visas.
Yeah.
They ran out of visa?
Yes, the DV has a cutoff of 55,000 visas. So if and the selection was, they selected 100 and something, 110 or 109,000. So out of 110,000, they're supposed to get 55,000 visas.
Exactly, yeah.
So that makes it very, very tricky, because it means if over 40,000 people that received the how do you call it?
You have won.
Yeah, the you have won statement
Yeah.
or good message,
Yeah,
and you
that's-
get
yes,
excited and you
yeah.
forget to apply for DS260,
Yeah.
you're done.
Yeah, but some apply, some don't apply, some get denied. So
And some don't check.
Yeah,
Some
some
don't
don't
check.
like
Yeah,
some
that's why they
yeah.
that's why they select a big number,
yeah.
so that all these eventualities, those that don't check, those that don't go through the process, and then they have enough numbers for the number. Because previously they used to select maybe 60 and they needed 55. Then they halfway the visa they have not, or they have utilized all those that they have selected. Then they do a second selection.
Oh, so they kind of have remaining visas
Yes.
that they need to. Oh.
Yeah,
fill up.
and mostly people don't know there is a second selection, or by the time the selection is going up, the time is already done. Because once September hits, the end of September, that calendar year, you are done.
So
now
it
they-
means even if you had been selected and September hits and they didn't have enough number, it doesn't mean that they have to fill up the 55,000.
Yeah, that programs end at the last day of September. Come October 1st, they are taking the next year.
So I think you were telling us about the getting to the interview.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, the process, how long the process takes and the steps the process takes. Yeah, so it's a 2-year process. And yeah, once you're selected, take your documents, have them ready immediately, have them ready before that May 1st or May, whatever, whenever the day they upload that they are going to release the information. If you have been selected, immediately fill in your DS260, send it in. There are some theories that you can, what were people doing? Either amend or you unlock it and add more information, or
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, send it first.
Yeah, send it fast.
Let it be in the system. If you need to amend
If
or
you
add
need
more
to-
information,
To amend is if you want to change something,
yeah,
yeah. you
to
can
add more
request for that.
information, remove some information, or you need to request for unlocking, but have it there in the system the soonest possible. Because once you're in the queue, you're in the queue.
So
Yeah.
for applying the green card, for us we needed our passports. Yeah, but currently I don't know if they're asking for the passports anymore.
It's not an application requirement, but now when you're filling in the DS260, you need your passport.
Yeah.
So either way, have your passport ready with you.
Yeah, regardless.
Yeah.
So the moment you apply for green card, at least start looking for a passport.
Yeah.
Because if you win, it may make you not be in the queue anymore. Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're gonna need it anyway. even if
Because
you travel,
because things happen to governments.
Yeah.
Some government offices get hacked, and now they have to shut down the whole system.
Yeah, even some point the immigration, they tell you the printers are not working for 3, 4, 5 months. You have to wait. What will you do?
Yeah. So you better start early. If you have a dream or if you know you're gonna be applying, just get your passports ready anyway.
Yeah, and give out the correct information and apply in the correct website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That passport thing reminded me that all of you had your passports, the old ones. Then you never used them anywhere. Then
Yeah.
you have to get the new ones.
Oh, the new generation.
Yeah.
Oh, the East African community thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so applying the correct website for the green card, get the correct pictures.
Yeah, have a professional picture taken.
Yeah.
Go to a professional. They do a professional picture. Have a white background. No what?
No earrings. I would advise somebody who is your hair should be back. No, even the band. No, just backward. So For me, I think like the
be as natural
picture
as possible. Your facial
is the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing is if you are a spouse to your jama, like apply both of you. It gives you 2 chances to win it. He might win it. You might.
Because the applicant is taken as the principal, then the spouse is a derivative. So she can also apply as a principal. You become the derivative. That gives you 2 chances to winning it. So whoever wins, well, that's the person who drives the whole process. Yeah.
And sorry to say this, but don't put your hopes on if you apply it, don't put all your hopes there. You never know. You might win it. You also might win it and don't get it. So
I think that's the most scary part, right?
yeah.
Experience.
Yeah.
Actually,
They've lost so many times.
That was our motto. You apply, forget about it.
Forget
But we used to
about it.
forget and
And
forget
move on
forever.
forget forever.
Forget until
May.
May. You know, May it's when to check.
Yeah.
The first week of May, maybe the first week, first Tuesday. If it's first Tuesday happens on, if first happens on a Tuesday, then it will be the next Tuesday. Yeah, so either 4th to 8th, that's when they announce they'll be reviewing or giving out the results. So have those dates ready, save your confirmation.
Save your confirmation number, but
Yeah, it comes in handy. Once you get that information, apply. The first week or the first few days, the system hangs because so many people are in the system. So there's a system shutdown. Yeah, but don't lose hope. It's fixed very, 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 very fast. So check, apply, put everything in the system. Then again, wait.
Yeah.
If your numbers are, you have a small case number or a low case number, then from August now the visa bulletin starts showing when the interviews will be, which numbers will be cut off for the next month interview.
Okay, so how long did it take for you guys' interview to be scheduled? Because
oh God.
it looks like this is a sensitive
This is a
question.
sensitive question because we were hoping like we'll be in the US around December, but now the case numbers the way they were going, unfortunately they didn't reach to us. So
What? So you said it opens September interviews. No, October interviews
October.
start, right?
Yes.
So every month they have a cutoff, right?
For October interview, they get the August visa bulletin shows interviews in October. So in August, you'll know the numbers they'll do in October.
Okay.
So now and then in September, you're supposed not to go for your medicals, verify your documents, have everything done, have the host documents done, so that now in October you're now ready for the
Your
interview.
interview,
I
yeah.
think it's a 6 months period,
A 6
6
weeks.
weeks period for your interview.
Yeah,
Okay, so you know 6 weeks in advance
Yeah.
at least.
8 weeks to 6 weeks, depending on how fast the visa bulletin is released and how fast KCC sends the numbers to the
Okay.
embassy.
So
Now
Mia,
that's when the 2NL comes in.
I have a question. So all this time until you go for the interview, have you spent any money?
No.
The point you spend any money is when you don't have a passport. You spend money getting the passport, doing the paperwork, maybe to get the marriage certificate, doing the printing, doing the pictures, preparing your documents. That's the period of time you spend the money.
Yeah, but that's not a.
That's not a lot of money
Yeah, money comes in when now you get the 2NL.
to go to the medical. That's especially when you are a family.
So what is 2NL?
The second
Second.
notification letter.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
when
that's-
it tells you now you have a interview slot available for you.
Yeah, maybe they tell you your interview is on 1st August.
and now you have 6 weeks, and within those 6 weeks
Yeah,
you are
they tell
supposed to do medical.
Before you appear for the interview, you need to have done your medicals. You need to have to verify your documents, your education documents. Yeah. So After the 2NL, that's when now.
So when did you guys get your 2NL?
When did you get it?
Oh God. I can't
Okay.
When was your interview?
When was the interview?
Second?
I think it was
Second of something.
2nd of May.
When were the kids going back to school?
I think it was 2nd
May?
of May. I
2nd of
remember
May.
more than they do.
Yeah. Second of
Clearly,
May.
they've been traumatized by
I
the
think that
process.
the first was on a holiday, so 2nd of May.
May,
Yeah.
yeah, that's when we
was
went for
when-
the
for the
interview.
interview.
Medical, we went on the 26th or 24th.
Yeah, 26.
But they
26.
pushed our interviews to what they
Yeah,
changed
yeah.
our medical date.
Yeah, we were to go on 24th for the medicals, then they pushed it 28th.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then when was the
That was
interview?
April.
Same day
Yeah,
of
the
2nd
interview
of
was
May.
in 2nd of May.
Oh.
So we were like worried because now our medical was pushed to 2 days or 3 days to the interview, and there was a holiday in between. It was on Thursday, Friday, and Monday was a holiday.
Yeah,
So the
then
whole
Tuesday
weekend.
Yeah.
Oh.
But when we went for the medical, they assured us like before you go for your embassy interview, your medical will be ready. We'll send them there before you go for the interview.
Oh, okay.
That was like, oh.
So how was the interview?
How was the interview?
You are the most scared one. You know, for me, I've been just.
I don't have so the pressure is so real. Like if you go there and start stammering, giving the wrong information, you will be denied. So imagine being denied and letting all these people down. Like oh God, I have to focus. So, yeah, it's
Were you nervous?
very nervous.
Were you nervous?
Not
For me,
really.
I was very, very nervous, and it took a while for us to be called in. So you're like, oh, what is happening in there? So, yeah, I was nervous, but we went in there. We were asked a couple of questions. Yeah, you have to be on the same page. Like he knows the day we got married, the interview date.
Most
then
question is about you and your life.
your host, if you had a host and someone
And guys, yeah,
sponsoring
they were sponsors.
They were our sponsors, so you got a sponsor and a host. So
So they ask about all the details,
They ask-
everything you
You
filled
have
out.
to, yeah.
So-
The sponsor has to fill from I-34, I-134.
Yeah, I think that's the
Yeah, provide your whatever tax return.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
So they have to show that you are able to host.
and you guys, you see, they were our sponsors. So most mentality of people when you're applying for the green card, they assume like if you win a green card, you'll get a house, you'll come here and get a job.
That's what I also knew.
That's not for real. No. So you come here, things are so different. You have to have somebody who is hosting you for a period of months before you get a job.
Yeah.
Then you start building your life here. So
Yeah.
and someone
I-
is sponsoring you.
I think before those things were true.
They were
Like
true?
yeah, you could come here and just you're a green card holder, you can get like housing and stuff, but a lot of things have changed
Oh,
recently, so
yeah.
it's not that easy anymore.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I know it's not easy because even you can apply and somebody who says that they are going to sponsor you and they don't give you the paperwork,
Yeah.
so you're like, oh my God, what will I do? Who?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So it's
all
good to
that
have,
is another thing that
A backup
Yes.
sponsor or host. You have a few people who can sponsor you or host you in case one doesn't come through. Yeah, you can call
So
the
thank
other
you
one.
so much, you guys, for
Yeah.
sponsoring us.
Or somebody can say, I'll sponsor you.
Then the next
then-
minute you call them, you text them, they're not calling you back. texting you
Or
back,
even
like,
the cutoff of is that poverty.
Poverty line, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a gauge where they gauge the amount that one needs to earn so that they can sponsor you.
Yeah.
So somebody is willing to sponsor you, but they are not above the poverty level.
Yeah, I think it's 100 and 25% of the poverty line,
Yeah.
depending on household.
Yeah.
So it's a process by
So you
itself.
can do everything, and the host is what fails you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can do everything, and the financial part of it is what fails
Exactly.
you.
If you are a big family,
Yeah.
Oh, especially for you guys, you are like
Ah,
five.
Five.
so you can imagine
You have to pay for the medical. You have to pay for the visas. You have to pay for the plane ticket.
Oh my God. So I know this is a bit premature, but I want to ask, how much did the whole process cost you guys?
Oh God.
You have the figure?
He had to sell some of the properties he had. So,
The whole process costed.
and when he was selling it, it's also a 50-50 chances. So you go there
Oh
and
my
be
God.
denied the visa. So yeah,
In Kenyan shillings, we spend over 1.6.
yeah.
1.6 million.
thousand.
1.6 1.6 million Kenya shillings.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we
Oh,
started, the dollar was not as high.
oh, the dollar.
Yeah, the rate.
When we were paying for the visas.
Yeah, but at the point when we go to now do the medical, it's a 330 per person for the medical.
Surprisingly, we had to pay with the dollar. So
Yeah, all the whole process takes dollars. So the exchange rate.
So wait. Me, I like breaking down these amounts because
Wow.
the medical itself was 330,000.
Per person.
Per
That's
person.
medical. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the base medical. It goes up depending on how many jabs you are given the
Wait,
vaccination.
33,000 or 330,000?
330
What?
USD.
Oh, okay, 330 USD.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that translates to almost 40. It was at 45 or 48,000 per person.
Okay.
Then, depending on the number of vaccination you are done,
Mhm.
the kids take more vaccination.
Yeah.
Also, the age of the kids depend.
Yeah, the age of the kids depends. Like
So for the vaccine, we spent around 250 something
250,000 for
250,000
just vaccines.
for medicals alone.
just the medical.
Then before,
In 3 days, you are there at the embassy.
At the embassy, you get to get some. You get to get a. Was it a letter of or? It tells you like there are some questions, or you have to read it out before you pay. Knowing that if you pay the amount of money and you get denied the visa, then you won't be refunded.
Oh, the money is non-refundable.
Yes.
They tell you ahead of time.
Yeah, you make sure like the grade of your KCP is the correct one. Or KCSE?
High school.
High school. What else?
Yeah, your marriage document.
Your marriage
certificate,
document, the picture of your kids.
The pictures are okay.
They're the ones. Yeah, so
Birth certificates are
the birth-
okay.
the dates are okay. So you
Have all your documents right, because if you pay and you are denied because you didn't
Yeah.
have a document or
or you
you
give
mix
the wrong information. Like you can tell
The amount is
somebody,
not
apply for
refundable.
me, then maybe you went to a cyber and they're applying for so many people and they maybe took a picture of another person and put
Yeah.
it there. So they're like, oh, this is not you. So
so even in the cyber when you're applying, make sure that they put the right
the
picture.
right picture.
Right.
Because they may load it to these folders that have so many pictures and choose the wrong picture.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God.
And that would be the thing that cost you
Cost
the
you,
thing.
yeah,
the-
your money
the
and
card.
stuff. Yeah. So you just
Wow.
have to be keen with
Everything.
everything. Yeah.
So 1.6 million down. Now you're on the plane. You're coming to the US.
Great.
yeah. So 250 on medical, another 250 plus on interview.
Oh, the interview. Yeah.
The interview
okay.
took 250,000
Yes,
Kenya
it's,
shillings.
300
It's
330 per person.
Yeah.
Also.
We are five.
That's so expensive.
So
Even
it's a family of five.
Yeah, family
Yeah.
of five.
So tumeshafika 500,000.
Yes.
yeah.
So we
Then-
want where's the 1.1 million?
Now here is after you win the, now you have given the visa, you have to pay for green card. 220 per person.
Yeah, you have to pay for the green
$220
$20 per
Yeah,
person.
per person. Yeah.
That came to 150 something or 140.
Okay, now we want the 1 million.
Now already
Now
at
that's
seven-
like
No,
600 and
900 or
we are already at 700.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
flight
Because of the
tickets,
green
the
cards.
time we were
Oh,
coming,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
summertime.
Yeah, it's summer. So we
That's
were like,
the prime time for
Yeah, that's
prime
peak
ticket.
time for the
And we are
flight.
doing one way.
yeah.
So one
everybody-
way is very
everybody
expensive.
Came to 136,000 per person per ticket.
136,000 Kenya shillings per person.
Yeah, it was
Times
almost.
5.
It was 1,000 and what 1,000 and something dollars per ticket.
I think it was like 1,300, if I remember correctly.
Well, if we waited longer, it would be 160.
Yeah, it was getting more expensive as summertime was approaching.
Oh my God. So that's like what? Almost like $700,000 for your plane tickets? Oh no, not $700,000. 700,000 Kenya shillings
Yeah.
for your plane tickets. Wow,
It
that's
was it was actually
And-
800 plus.
And you've not even landed.
because it's like taxes and fees.
Now you don't have pocket money, you don't have anything, let alone
I
kids
think
say.
that was more than 1.6
Yeah.
million.
Yeah.
The whole
it
process
was.
took us a lot of money.
I think it probably costed over 2 million from like
No,
my,
no, 2 million.
Bec-
Yeah, yeah.
because I know you guys also had to buy bags, right?
Oh, God.
The others miscellaneous here and there
Yeah.
because transport. Maybe there are things you had to sell, or I don't know.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. Some of these things you can also sell at a loss because you're in a hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, especially when now because we had to take a little while to get all our visas for all of us. When we got the visas, I don't think like we didn't wait for long, less than a week.
Yeah.
The same day we got the visa, we booked
I booked
the
the ticket.
ticket.
and they were here in a week. Yay!
20 years the journey was
20.
over in a week.
Wow! Oh my God! So how was the flight, and how was it like now when you guys got the visa? Because they say the process is not done until you have your visa in hand, right?
Exactly.
So now you guys
Until you
knew.
have it in your hand.
Yeah, until you holding it in your hand. So you guys finally knew, okay, we are gonna be going. So what was the process like then? Had you guys told people? Had you guys like prepared everyone that you're gonna be leaving them? And
On my side, did I tell? Okay.
For me, on my side, I had told my siblings and my mom. So maybe when it comes to my cousins, my auntie, nobody knew. But I don't know about his side.
On my side, everybody knows I
Everybody.
go to America and come back. So they're like,
Yeah.
every time we are.
Yeah, and
we are
every time
meeting,
they were
"Yeah,
like,
yes, we are here.
they are going to
So
America.
They have
That's
not yet
all.
left. So it was like, okay,
Ah,
yeah,
they'll
you
go.
still going?
Yeah,
you're
one
still
day
going.
they'll go. So
So they thought this is just the normal
Yeah.
cycle that
Yeah.
they're used to. You going and coming
Coming
back.
back.
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
we
some
did-
people were in some gatherings, you are not there. Where is he? Oh, he went. Okay, the next time, hey, you are here. What's happening? When are you going next? Okay, I'm planning.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
has been like that. So telling
I
people
know.
I'm going, it's like, oh, it's the same story.
yeah, oh, they're like, oh, you
We are
go,
going
you will
again,
come
okay,
back.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
go.
we apologize. We didn't hold even a farewell party because
There was no money left.
there was no
I mean, after 1.6 million.
Exactly. So we were just like, no, we really have to go. We can't wait any longer. Like this is the time
Yeah.
we are going.
So
yeah.
this is, to me, from my evaluation, is the simplest way to come to America.
Yeah.
At first, it doesn't cost you anything. Just maybe a picture when being taken a picture.
A picture when
do a
taken.
professional picture.
Yeah.
That way, it gives you some a step ahead.
Yeah.
So once you have that done, forget about it. Check when it's supposed to be checked. If you win, send in the documents immediately. Forget about it.
Yeah.
Now, wait. Gather your resources, because once you get your 2NL, that's when the money comes in,
Yeah.
and it's a period of 4 weeks or 6 weeks, or
It all-
even 3 days. Ours was 3 days between medical and
Yeah.
An interview.
within 3 days we had spent 600.
Yeah, I think it also depends with
Wow.
how your interview in your country is working.
Yeah.
So
Also, for those who have high case numbers, I'm not a, what do they call it? I'm not a migration lawyer or advisor.
Yeah.
But if you have a high case number, maybe in Kenya,
Good to
check out countries like Tanzania, or if you're in Dubai or Qatar or those countries, don't take shift your interview from Kenya to those countries.
yeah.
Oh, so you can
Because
have
there
a,
they have a low case number, so if you
Yeah, they have
Check
low
the
case
interview
numbers, and if those embassies are working faster than your country,
yeah,
you'll get interviews. There are people in our group that are in 50,000, 60,000. They change their interview from Nairobi to TZ or to Qatar and Dubai, and they got their interviews.
yeah, they got their interviews.
oh,
But
so
the-
you don't have to get it in your country.
No.
If you have a residency or you have work permit with the country you are living in, or in East Africa, it's open. In East Africa, it's open. You can do it in Tanzania. At least for Tanzania, they have an independent embassy.
Yeah.
So you can shift your interview in Tanzania. Kenya, we mostly have 3,000 selectees, 3,000 plus. In Tanzania, it's less than 500.
Oh,
Yeah.
So they're done with their cases very early. Even if they have, they are scattered all through the selection numbers. The numbers that are being interviewed, they don't fill within the month. So you can have a slot
inter-
within those
guys, that's another tip there to keep in mind. So if you're worried about not getting getting
Yeah,
an
so
interview,
by January,
look for other places.
check on how the the visa bulletin is coming out. This year they started well. They have already selected in October up to 10,000. Ours started at 2,000.
2,000.
Yeah.
2,000. But we were, you see, we were hoping like by December we'll be here, but
Yeah.
the way they were selecting the case numbers,
It took a long
It took a
time.
long time.
Yeah,
Wow.
to that, yeah.
Wow, what a journey, guys. What
Yeah.
a journey. So now you guys are finally here. Was it worth it?
it was worth every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can say now for me, my peace of mind is we are here, the whole family. So it was worth the wait. It was worth the
Him coming back.
money spent. It was worth the money spent. Yeah, my mind is at peace.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Your dream has been realized.
Yeah.
You both.
So my family is here and my extended family is here, so everybody is at one space.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to be here.
Oh, we're so happy you're here.
So,
Yeah.
and now for the kids, all this is for the kids. You know, you expose them and give them the best in life.
Yeah.
It's up to them now to create and be who they want to be in life.
Yeah.
So you give them the platform, they run with it.
Yeah. We watch them take off.
Yeah, so
Wow.
to me it's worth. And yeah, and we are starting over afresh, ground zero, but we can only go up from here.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, so no
When you're-
complaints.
yeah, when you're where you are, like the sky is the limit, really.
Exactly.
So we are so excited for that. What would you advise someone who maybe, has a dream to come to America? Is it worth pursuing? Like, what would you say?
For me, don't give up your hopes. If you have that dream and you're applying for the green card, if you apply this year and you don't get selected, apply for the next year. Make sure you apply on the correct website, take the correct picture. If you're a spouse, you apply the two of you separately. You get chances of two. Yeah. So you never know who will be selected. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, for me, just to add on what she's saying, DV is just but one way to come to America. There are so many ways you can come. If you really have that conviction, you need to come. You can try the visitor visa, you can try the student visa, you can try
Work visa.
work visa. There are so many ways to come and to try. So find your way, then work on it. Be patient. This process is not you don't just dream of it today and tomorrow it happens. Every process takes time.
Yeah.
So be patient. Know it's a process that takes time. Invest in that time. And as you're waiting on it, do something else.
That's very important because if you sat and waited for 20 years,
I know.
I don't know where you would be today. Because even if you're saying you're starting over, those years have given you the resources to be able to bring your family of 5 here, you know. So I mean, you are not just sitting and doing nothing.
Me, I have no question because we've gone through 20 years and I've seen all that they've gone through. It's not easy. And there are so many challenges in between. Okay. So, of course, there's money required in between. Okay, at the end, which is a lot. And there are a lot of things that can come up and actually interfere with you getting your dream of coming into the US. So, like, thank you so much for actually sharing this story. And I know there are so many questions that will come out. And of course, I had so many questions to know how you guys are doing, like, here in the US. Like, how do you find it? Is there, like, any culture shocks that you guys are going through?
That's a story for another day.
I guess.
Yeah, at least for me, I've been in the system, I know. So mine is just to coach and encourage. Okay, you'll get there. Just you have to persevere. You'll get over this.
You have to persevere.
So I think we will do another video of you telling us your experience in the US. Yeah. We should do another video so that you explain to us in depth of how you guys are feeling, maybe what your kids are saying about the schools here, what you think the workforce is like here, the environment, the weather, everything. We want to know everything because these are the fresh people out of Kenya.
We landed at the hottest time of
I know, they came to Phoenix, guys. It's hot in the summertime.
We landed, then we were like, let's go back and
They were like,
it's so hot for us.
It's too hot.
Oh, God.
Yeah, wow. But we are so happy that you guys are here with us. It's really amazing because we've been separated, like, family-wise for a long period of time, and eventually now we are all in the same place, like all our siblings, and that's really amazing. So we thank God for that, and to have this beautiful girl over here. Now we are together, and you know, everyone, we get to see even the kids grow up together. It's really, really amazing. So guys, we are being applied. This is information, they are just fresh from the process, so we wanted to bring them on as this new DV year is starting. So in case you're wondering, should you apply or how to go about it or what to expect from the process, at least you've heard from them. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. They'll be here to answer your questions. We can answer whatever we can. If you are wondering what the process is to apply, last year, Nick and I did a video on, like, step by step on how to apply. I don't think the steps have changed. We can link that video below here so you guys can follow on that, and if you want to apply, if you have questions on it, or if you want us to do more videos about it, we can do that, no problem. You know, guys, we got you. We are your plugs, guys, so whatever you need, just let us know. We'll provide it for you. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for sharing our stage here and giving your story. It's been really inspirational. I found out some things I didn't know about my own brother, but it's okay. Yeah, I didn't even know he wanted to come to the US since 2003. What? Yeah, but like now we all know, and it's amazing to see dreams realized. So I hope you're inspired, and I hope you stay tuned for more videos.
So officially, thank you for being our sponsors. It was not a small feat for you to take that and share your documents and believe in our story too.
Of course.
Yeah, so that's not a small feat. So officially, thank you. Another
So yeah,
thank you
you're
is,
welcome.
Inviting us to your set and your space. Yeah, we have been making cameos here and there, but officially we have been invited to the set. So yeah, we'll be here. If any of you have a question on the process, we can do a detailed process on the same. This was just a tete-a-tete on this process. It was not structured. If you need a step-by-step way on how to do it, or any question on the same, we'll be available to answer those questions.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What do you have to say?
I second on what he said. You know, we are one, so if I say what I want to say, I'll repeat everything
He said, yeah.
So,
All right. So I think that's it for now. Thanks everybody, and see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
So like, share, and subscribe, guys, and watch out for our next video. Love you.